Hey, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 10:16 a.m., December 10th, 2025, but the upload time is actually between 3 and 4 p.m. You know, and this is basically the second video of the day for the channel, but the first video of the pure day. And man, there's a lot to talk about. Like right now, it's about 22 degrees. You know what I mean? It's colder than Cam Cabs' mother's pussy. You know, Cam Cabs is a guy who actually, he basically was an AEW troll who tried to come under my comment section when I mentioned about his favorite wrestler, Orange Cassidy. You know, he got upset and such, and he threw a fit, and, you know, I destroyed him just like the other fag who I destroyed, right? But there's a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot. So also moving forward, and I even posted this, you know, on the community post. Moving forward, I'm going to start putting wrestling news in the community post as well. So yeah, so I'm along with the other stuff that I have. So be on the lookout for that. Lots of stuff to talk about. Lots. So, you know, real quick, it was reported from Fightful yesterday that Chris Jericho is no longer in the plan. He's not in any AEW plans moving forward, right? Which basically means he's done. He's done. He's done. He's finished. And ironically enough, he did a podcast last night at the same time that World's End happened. So yeah, he was live. He basically was live. Yeah. So he's basically finished with the company. You know. So speaking of AEW, right? World's End was garbage. You know, World's End was what we call in Spanish basura. It was trash. It was pure fucking trash, right? You know, like not the only major thing that happened was what? MJF winning the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, which to me I think is going to be more than likely his last AEW World Championship. Yeah, I think this is the last time that he's going to have this run until he moves up to WWE within the next few years. You know, that's just my strong prediction. And Jon Moxley is the Continental Champion, right? The rest of the show was basically a Snoozefest, but that was not the match I was looking forward to the most. The one I was looking forward to the most is for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships, because it was what I like to call the match of the cakes. And boy, there were cakes. There were cakes. All four of them to me. All four of those women to me in that match are females who I would, you know, make babies with. You know what I'm saying? Especially Harley Cameron. Especially Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron, you know, don't get me wrong, Mercedes Moné gets love too. I just don't like the way she come off, but she definitely gets love. A lot of love. You know what I mean? Like, that is a beautiful female too. You know, don't get it twisted. Like, she might have a fucked up attitude because she's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? But I can't lie. Like, the girl is fucking gorgeous. Athena, nice booty too. Athena's a gorgeous female too, of course. Ember Moon is fucking gorgeous too. And of course, Willow Nightingale as well. You know? So, the Battle of the Cakes. That was like the best thing that happened on the show. Other than that, the show was basically what you call a taped dynamite. It was a fucking taped dynamite. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you serious? Man, like, the show was a snooze fest. You know, I actually watched fucking, you know, even women, you know, Wild Women of Wrestling was a little better than Dynamite. And that was basically a show where last night's show they was just talking. They was just talking. You know what I mean? They was just legit fucking talking. You know what I mean? The fucking, you know, the dog competition that I recorded, that I posted up was better than World's End last night. Like, come on, man. Sorry, guys. I gotta redo a portion of the video because I bust my ass while I was walking. You know what I mean? Still fucking ice. So, speaking of AEW, right? At a live event, at a WWE live event, there was a fan who attended the live event, right? And he was recording people coming out of coming out the ring and back to the, to the aisleway. So the fan saw AJ Styles, right, come out. This was after his match. What's interesting about it was the fact that the fan had a replica AEW World Championship, right? And he wanted AJ to sign it. He wanted AJ Styles to sign it. And AJ looked, and he's like, what the fuck? And then he asked the fan, are you recording this? Like, yeah. He looked into the camera, and he said, Matt, Nick, I love y'all, but I can't sign this. And he gave it right back to the fan. Like these sickos, like, they'll do anything for engagement. I mean, they'll legit do anything to get a rise and such, right? You think that man was going to sign that belt? Like, you serious? Like, you're dead serious? Like, you think he was going to go and get himself in trouble and such? And then also on top of that, right, the fan, kept begging. And then, one of the security guards who was with AJ, right, was like, that signal when you do, like when you go cut. That's exactly what he did. Like, cut, no, cut. Like, no, like AJ's not trying to get in trouble. He's not trying to get himself in trouble. For a bullshit fan to. And mind you, here's the thing too. You paid money. For a WWE, you paid money for a WWE ticket, a live event. And then you got the audacity to bring an AEW championship with you? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Are you serious? You can't be this fucking dumb, legitimately. You can't be. I mean, the sickos, for engagement. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of these sickos are going to get mad. Oh, he dissed us. He wouldn't sign the AEW belt. Oh, I'm pissed off. I guarantee there's going to be like long-winded, comments about that. Like AEW sickos in their feelings about, how, an AEW championship couldn't get signed at a WWE event. I mean, what the fuck you expect? What the fuck do you expect? This shit still has slush and ice. Now, I mean, I had to stop the video because of me busting my ass and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, like the sickos, man, like y'all niggas don't got anything better else to do besides going to get a fucking an AEW championship signed. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. I might make another video tonight. I will make one tonight. All right, peace.